этот Employment Authorization Document, он у тебя был, получается, по твоему Asylum Application, да? Можешь сказать еще раз, ты через этого юриста подавалась на беженство, правильно? Ты заполняла форму название не помнишь, да? Asylum, это, а форму не помнишь? Какой?
Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. Mount Horeb, Wisconsin.
I wanted to see if you would exchange IDs
Oh,
with me.
okay. Did you just see the recent video? Okay. Yeah, I'm not really in the business, but I guess it gets forced upon me a lot. Wow.
How you doing?
You were okay. You're cleaning service. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. 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 Pretty good. I guess I spent here. I spent so much time here. You're the only person who's actually stopped.
Oh, really?
Maybe other people have recognized, but
Uh-huh.
I may have spent a little. All right. I did sleep in the Blaine's Farm and Fleet parking lot, and I gotta say, when I pulled in, I did not even see this sign. Well, I don't think I'll be able to read it. No overnight parking. Did not even see that until just now, this morning. Alright, so I had a disturbed sleep, but I mean, it started at 4 a.m. I just woke up with a racing heart, and then also my head just started feeling like it was shutting down. It just woke me up, startled me, kept me awake for an hour, and then I went back to sleep. I think it could be because I'm exercising the back of my neck a lot, but I'm not sure. That's a weird one. Varona, Wisconsin. Varona, Wisconsin. I don't understand why I'm seeing a cop right there. This doesn't seem like a spot that they would bother me at. But that's the road. He's on the road, just parked right in front of me. Alright, so I hit the side door a couple times. I hit the side door and it sets off the locks. So there might be, the water problem might be on that side. Hitting this door doesn't do it, but hitting this door, I'm setting off the locks. So the water problem is on the passenger side somehow. Maybe, I don't know how I could stop that. So I am having real bad issues with my digestion. Could be the gas, but it's causing me to wake up at around midnight every night for a few nights with problems like deathly problems. I can hear the crackle of the EMF. It's just going. I don't know if that's a factor in why I just didn't sleep very well last night. Heart was racing. Felt like I was dying. I sleep in front of this Frogger challenge. Across that, a lot of pollution there. Oh, and the door's locking again. All the rain. I struggled last night, and I feel a burn in the center of my gut. It's I had to poop, and I did in the car last night. That's why I keep grocery bags on me. Keep several grocery bags. I can't believe that happens, but I felt like a wreck. I peed a lot for 3 times overnight, so I had some problems. It affected my sleep. I slept in this morning just a little bit, but I struggled last night. I don't like that. I'm in the city of Madison a little bit deeper, and I think there's a lot of nastiness going on at this Walmart parking lot. EMFs, pollution. I smelt a little bit in the car. I can't have this every night or I'm really gonna struggle. Here I was planning on going over to the Office Max or whatever's across the street. There's a mall over there. But this Walmart actually sells what I'm looking for. And so I think I want to put this on the roof of the car. Not many people will see that, but it's a short car, so some people will, the tall people. But I don't really need to go to Office Max now with this lettering from Walmart. Not all Walmarts sell lettering like this. Alright, so I replaced my windshield wipers, and I think I'll keep an old one in the car for wiping the interior, because it seems like it still does a pretty good job of taking care of the water until it starts freezing. It does a pretty good job. It's flexible. Ooh. All right. So this is the library in Varona. I'm walking through the glacial park, smoothed out by the Ice Age glacier, and it left behind a pond. Looks pretty nice. They made it with some natural looking trails just of grass. So it's not used a whole lot, I guess. It's nice that they didn't pave it. So I got some stickers, and I'm kind of advertising. When I get to another Walmart, I'm going to get smaller lettering. These are 2 inches. I want the 1 inch. Then I'll put YouTube. Still wet, setting off the locks. Alright, this is so difficult to get around, especially when they put laws about bicycling on the highway. And this is towards the center of the city. I just can't find a way. So since there's no hunting in the city, these turkeys are doing really good. Okay, I don't know where it stopped, but no bikes on trail. Just wanted to point that out, and I had to study this map. Alright, so the bicycle trail just only cuts through the center. I don't want anybody bicycling on the orange, which I'm right here. This is amazing. I mean, I could probably get away with bicycling, but it's just amazing to see that this used to be paved, that they're regulating bicycling. It just shows how dense this city is. So I took a picture of where I was at on the map so I could refer to that if needed, because this is 4 miles parking in just a random spot, moving 4 miles away. I want to be able to find it. My map isn't 100% rendered. As much as I tried to render, it just wouldn't all take for offline view. So I guess I'll be looking for Wi-Fi a little bit. Sensitive in Wisconsin, like it's a desert. Stand with Ukraine. So all these houses are in the middle of Madison. A dead end for the cars. In the middle of Madison, they got this big park, people living on off of this road. It almost feels like we're in the countryside, but it's way too surrounded by Madison, the dense population. Alright, going through a Madison neighborhood. Capitol isn't too far, State Street, all of that. But I just wanted to get myself the hops. And I gotta say, I'm not really disappointed. Those are the type of hops, I'll show them off later, type of hops that I would have bought at that herbal store in Eau Claire. The only herbal store that's ever sold hops. There's only less than 1% of herbal stores sell hops. It's incredible. Got a right onto Monroe, and then that's the road. Another 2 miles or so. Now Coma. I might be getting told not to bicycle on the sidewalk at some point. Yep, right there. All right. Okay. All right, I'm going behind. Or am I? It's Van Buren is the last. There it is. Okay. Just to have a little look. All right, I got 4 ounces of hops and now I'm heading back. Ooh. I find it very disappointing that I gotta go to a beer store for hops because the health stores won't sell it. That's the life of a hops buyer. Somebody who I like hops. Surprised more people don't. Oh, I just gotta say it hurts to bicycle. My knee is so sorry. Alright, I bought hops from that hop shop. I had to go to a beer store to get hops. And it's the same kind of hops used that was sold at the one nature food store. So that nature food store was selling them in this whole form. I just put one in my mouth and it was you know, somewhat bitter in its own way. And it's Cascade whole way, which I think Cascade's kind of popular. And then the Citra goes the other way. I have to still try it. I haven't opened it yet. It's gonna look the same, but I should expect a taste difference. But I hope this helps my liver. I'm gonna try to bring in more citrus fruity, citrus floral. That's the difference. Try to bring in more. This will definitely bring in more like bitter into my diet to maybe help my liver at night so it doesn't send my heart into a panic. All right, so the mold, the water got in pretty bad in the 3 days of rain. through that hole. It just leaks in, and got this bag and the clothes inside wet. Bag over there that I got in the window now to try to sun dry. This shirt is very wet. If it things sit too long in the puddle, then a mold. They smell like mold. I've had this damage since 2016 for a long time. I know that it picked up a lot of mud, but yeah, when it's a heavy rainfall, water just leaks in. I feel that it's a nice airflow. Mosquitoes get in through here. I had a little net thing in there I stuffed, but that's just not good enough. I need better ideas. Some kind of tape, maybe. You know what? I think there was a black guy who was like guilty. He felt guilty about being discriminating against me when I was in the military. It was kind of a strange situation. I didn't like the guy after he turned up his music volume too loud, and I was trying to sleep, and I had to get up early to go to a post. And he didn't care. One of his friends yelled at me for turning down the music, and I came to really hate the guy after that. But also, it wasn't just that. I could have called the cops on him. This was in our dormitory. We were neighbors. I didn't call the cops on him. I just went into his room and turned his music down, and then they yelled at me. And I was so tired. But there was also an incident with him on flag football where he was, I guess, the coach and picking the team. And like, I think I was a little bit better than some other guys out there, but he wanted like an all-black team, I think. I don't know the exact details, but I think some racism was involved. But that was on that was in Shreveport, Louisiana, Bossier City, on the Barksdale Air Force Base. And then a couple years later, we were in the desert. We ran into each other, and he was just like, oh, sorry about whatever, and then he tried to buy me a Subway sandwich, and I was like, no, I don't want to eat that. I don't want you to buy me a Subway sandwich. I didn't like the guy. All I could think though is as soon as I saw him, I was like, I don't like that guy. But I didn't go around spreading rumors or nothing. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't have anything bad to say about him. I just let it go. But obviously he recognized me by offering to buy me a Subway sandwich after a couple of years not having seen each other. And we were both like cops in the Air Force. But there was a little discrimination going on. And I don't know if he's like considered himself changed, but I don't believe people really change unless you change physically. If you don't change physically, I don't believe that you've changed as a person, personality-wise, and that comes to me. Then to me, that comes from Chinese face reading. All right, Fitchburg Library. Oh, that's her dog too. She has two of them. Alright, so I used this lettering and put a little ad on top of my car. See how visible it is. It's more visible from the tall cars. So I'll have sides covered, top covered, back covered, just a little advertising. And then I don't know, I think I'd like the front, but I think I'd like to put something on this this sunshade somehow. Maybe use a marker.
Is this a nexus for various trails?
This is a dead end road, so it's where the dead end road starts is where the walking trails begin.
And is it a big park?
No, I don't think so. I got a Google Maps. You want to look at Google Maps?
I'll go home and look at it.
Well,
That's the thing to do.
I can only look at it offline, but it's rendered pretty good. I mean,
Okay, that's worth
but
checking out.
I didn't see any maps on the ground here. You know, there's some wilderness trails with maps. You want a big trail, you go to the center of the city. There's that pond in the center, kind of, and
Yes.
and you go walk around that. But here, the trails look all paved, and that seems just to support the park the sports activities. It seems like the trails support the sports activities more than, you know, getting in touch with nature. I haven't really looked though. I'm kind of new here,
Well,
so
welcome.
yeah. Oh, welcome. Yeah, you're probably a local. You drive pretty aggressively, so I'm more of a slower driver than that. Wow.
That's it. I'm trying to
But
slow down.
But you gotta get, you know, used. That's how they drive here. It's just how it is. You gotta hit the brakes hard, hit the gas hard. You know, it's just the way if you want to survive on the road here, right?
That's how it is, huh?
But yeah, but
Thank
yeah,
you for your information.
yeah. Let's check out the map.
Thank you.
Yep. And of course, I can't see the lettering through the glass because I've covered up the window with tape that's been sticking on for a couple years, few years. I forget, maybe 2 or 3 years. It's been holding up. Wow, this is an old fitness trail. I saw a rickety old pull-up bar, and this is a sit-up station. Overgrown. Can barely see it. I probably passed a few more because I didn't know what I was looking at. Big city living. This guy just walked away from his car with the door open. It's beeping. It's getting more people here. Big city stuff. It's just so bizarre. Alright, I'm looking for the museum. There it is. Open only on Tuesdays? Once a week means it's free. Chess table, horse with a sled. It's a high bench. It's pretty neat.
Excuse me.
Okay. Oops. What is that? Fall off the top. Part of the insulation, maybe? I think the insulation is falling apart. Rubber. And then the ice was put on the top or bottom. Ice cold is supposed to fall. Ice goes in that tray. Oh man. Actually, maybe that was electric. The cook stove. Looks like it was coal. They heated the whole top. But this is an oven. Where does the heat come in? On the side? You'd heat two sides. Oh, there's a log. So the fire comes up on the sides. Huh. Tomato presser. Copper? Wow. Cool. They don't use copper anymore. Lightning mixer. This is more electric stove. Big old kettles. The toaster. Man, that toaster had no protection. Wow. More toasters. The percher or the pincher. First the perchers, then the pinchers, then then they became toasters. Wooden washing machine. How many washes do you get before it falls apart? This would last a little bit longer. The Maytag. Use ivory snow. Oh, with a 10-cent coupon.